Alrighty. Okay. Gotta figure out where I want to place this thingy. Oh, don't mind my blanket. Okay. I think, yeah, it's just, I'll turn this down a little bit. Unless I do that. I think it's kind of blurry though. I don't want it to be blurry. Hello, people. Give me a second as I try to adjust the camera. Hello. Sorry it's a little blurry. I don't know why it's blurry. There. I think that's good. Hey, it's my girl Lumi. Hello, Lumi. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Captain Hoodie Not Found Taken. That's an interesting name. Hello. All right. So I think that's pretty good. Nope, that's too bright. I just do that. I feel like that's really dark though. Hold on. Sorry. Just trying to get the settings right. That's too bright. Hola. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to my stream. So I know I haven't streamed in a while. I haven't been streaming drawing the Dream SMP episodes stuff. I'm almost done with the first episode though. I have a script and everything. I'm almost done with it. I shouldn't say I'm almost done with it. Never mind. I have half of it drawn out. I just need to, I shouldn't say half. I have like 2/3 of it drawn out. I have 2/3 of it drawn out. And then after I get it all drawn out, I'm going to try to create it so it's in an animated style. And then once I have it in an animated style, I'm going to open up like voice acting and everything. But I also I'm very much like burned out from working so much on it, because not only am I working on, like I'm working on the show, but I'm also working on like doing actual work like in real life. So that's what I'm doing. So that's why I decided I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to get back to it. Don't worry. But I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Now this Plus version apparently has like more things. I'm not sure. I haven't played the original Doki Doki Literature Club because I didn't have a computer. I had like a really bad computer, so I couldn't. It didn't like support it. So yeah, I'm going to be playing the Plus version. I don't know why it's so, Metaverse Enterprise Solution. I don't know why it's so blurry. I wish I could fix that. I don't know how to fix that though. Ooh, excuse me. All characters in this game are over the age of 18. I like how they had to put that out there. Ooh, it's very pretty. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh yeah, that's something I will say. Hello, Monokuma the Little Killer. That's something I will say. This game apparently has like a lot of... Oh, okay, Lumi, I'll be there for sure if you stream it. This game has a lot of like... I don't know how to say it. Like, apparently it has self-harm and suicide and stuff. So if you're really sensitive to those, don't watch this stream because it will have that. I don't know if it's going to have it in this episode because I'm definitely not going to play the full game. I'm pretty sure the full game is like 5 hours long. So yeah, individual suffering from anxiety. Oh, I just skipped that. But it basically said individual suffering from anxiety and all that. Don't play. Would you like to review a detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game warnings can be enabled in the setting. No, I'm good. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and consent to the exposure of highly disturbing content. Again, I'm reading this out. Ooh. This game is not suited for children or those easily disturbed. So guys, like, it's very loud. I'm gonna turn it down for a sec. Guys, again, if you are easily disturbed and you don't like this kind of content, please click away because this is a game that's not suitable for children, apparently. So Here, I'm gonna do like that so you guys can have a closer look, even though it's blurry. Please enter your name. We'll do PJ. Or we could do CL. We'll do CL. CL. That's what I do. Like, if I'm a boy character, I'll name myself CL, even though PJ is a androgynous name. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sat and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. You guys can hear my voicing in real time. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, CL. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. She got a point. Whatever you... Oh, that was not her line. Whatever you say, Sayori. We crossed the street together and made our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, CL, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Nice. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I feel that. I wish I could make this less blurry. I'm really sorry, guys. I try. What if I did this? Oh, no, that's not gonna work. No. Dang it. I want to make it less blurry. If I do this. Oh! I did it! Oh my god! I'm the best, guys. It's for you guys, it's like reverse. But that's okay, I did it. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What's a NEET? I don't know what a NEET is. In a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. I wonder if I... Sorry, guys. I keep turning the camera. No, that's going to put it upside down. Oh, well. You guys get it flipped then. Sorry, you guys get it flipped. Right there is good. There we go. Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Yeah, at least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised if I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. This is it's catchy. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. You guys can hear me struggle to read in real time. Excuse me. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
No need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Said she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president.
Makes sense.
That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less.
Hello, people. Hello, Dreamly Simp, and it is me, Sally Lawrence.
Hello, people. I'm sorry that it's flipped, but I can't do anything about the flip, but I can make it less blurry. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Probably an airhead. No offense, Sayori. I let out a long sigh. I can't keep it up for too long. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
Ooh, transition. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visited. Sayori, full of energy. Why can I not read? Bye, Lumi. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, I gotta give them all different voices. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always said nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Oh my goodness. Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Ciel, what a surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Oh. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, they all are really pretty.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You could just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. But this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Ciel. Monica is really pretty, though. I really like Monica. I think she's really pretty. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come, sit down, Ciel. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
Sit next to Monica.
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged at a table. Hello, Jody Ola? Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I've said this at the beginning, but I've never played the original Doki Doki Literature Club. I've seen like some dark images, I will say, but I don't know like the whole story. So basically what you see is what you're gonna get. I don't know how. I heard this game is like 5 hours long. Is that true? Question mark. I've never played the original game, so again, that's why I'm asking. Is it like 5 hours long? I don't know. Maybe people are over exaggerating. As Harry mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Why can't I read? It's long, but that long, I think. So it's oh. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Oh, dang it! I want Monica. She's really pretty. Monica is really pretty. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? I like how their voices keep changing because of me. Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. I just used whatever. I just forgot how long the game is. I've never played it, so. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. No, you, dummy. All right. Oh, okay, we got a tsundere. Is that the right thing? I'm so scared. Wait, is it? I know it said like there was a bunch of like disturbing images. I don't know if there's like. I thought it was like only one. Is there multiple? Should I be scared? Like I said, I've never played this game. Help. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. But that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, teen reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Oh, Yuri's really pretty too. Monica and Yuri are like really, really pretty. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I can't read. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and take something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Hello, Gemma O'Hanlon. I'm so sorry. I'm like terrible at pronouncing people's names. I love reading, actually, so I think if this was like a real club, I think I would join. I love reading.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm burping. Excuse me. I apologize. I just had like a whole can of Coke before this, so.
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. So here's my thing, right? I really, 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 really like Monica. She's really pretty. I love her little bow. Yuri is really pretty too. Natsuki, I'm not a fan of tsundere, so like Natsuki, she's pretty and she's cute, but not my thing.
Hello?
And then Sayori is like kind of like the stereotypical childhood friend who's really what? Don't be rude. Sorry guys, that was JJ. So everyone, blah blah blah. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Ciel, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself. I'm joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. She's really cute, too. Oh, I love them all. I love them all. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Oops. Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Yeah, I would agree. I really like reading too. My favorite genre is like fiction, like fictional books. I don't know how else to put it. Like fiction is just really fun to me.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer could so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Okay. I feel like that's a weird thing to say.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I've read a horror book once. I'm great at communicating, guys. My character, A+, 10 out of 10, great at communicator. I desperately grasp something I can relate at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud! Give that back!
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes.
What do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer, are you? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I love horror too. I saw you dreamly simp. I love horror. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Zio? Monica smiled warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth in what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I was in the club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have the clubs to look at it, and, I'll lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I cannot read. But, I'm sorry, I thought, why are they all sinking? Yeah. You all. I am defenseless against these girls. Yeah, they're all really, really freaking pretty. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Oh, they all rise now. And rise! One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Can I save? Oh, I can! Save game. Save game. I don't know if I did it. Probably. I don't know. Monica looks over at me once. Ciel, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, thanks. I don't think I said thanks, but that's okay. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as they clean up their food. Hey, Ciel, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sierra? What? Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after for clubs. Sure, I might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wandered back between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure some good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, we're gonna do Monica. Monica. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So, wait, why is... So Sayori? No, Natsuki and Yuri. Where's Monica? Who the heck? Why can't I impress Monica? This is bullcrap. Secretive. Oh, alright, we'll go for Yuri, I guess. So she's very much the quiet. Hello, Panda Bobale. I'm upset because I can't apparently go for Monica, which is some bullcrap. I really like Monica. For those who don't know, I haven't played the game, so if there's a reason for why I can't impress Monica, don't explain why. Maybe she's like a tutorial character? I don't know. So I'm going for Yuri, I guess, because I can't go. Let's go Disoriented, because she likes horror and she's very calm, cool, collected. So, Tragedy. That was Sayori. Okay. And Broken. Oh no, I want Intellectual. Judgment. Forgive. Death. Oh, well, Sayori, why'd you jump for that? Question mark. Infallible. That's a big word. Jumpy? Ambient. Despise. I feel like how am I supposed to make a poem with these? There's only one person. That's okay. I don't care. I like to do things because I want to do things. Explode. Inferno. Existence. Crimson. Agonizing? Okay, she liked that. I was debating on agonizing and frightening or whatever it was. Doki, that was suicide. Whoa, okay. Okay. Incapable. Graveyard. And I need one more. Okay, I went for Yuri. I went for Yuri. Why can't I go for Monica? That's so weird. Is she like I said? Is she like a tutorial character? Maybe, I don't know. I can see how. Oh, that's not her voice. Oh, excuse me. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. It's the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Yale. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Thinking you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on! Like you deserved any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, dang! Mic drop. Boom. Roasted. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Seal always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me when busy without even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. So, Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Seal can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Oh, she looks so cute. What the heck? Oh, she looks so adorable. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How is this girl accident? I know, she's being so adorable. She's so cute. Yuri, I love you. She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Amana to kick up some scheduled activities for the club. Why can't I read? But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ooh, scene change. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I glance at the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She makes another glance at me, and our eyes met for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. She's so cute! Oh my goodness! Sorry. It was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just really reading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Oh, that's not what I meant. I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I cannot read. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark. Yeah, that is very dark. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ciel? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. How could you forget? She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy and they believe in. And then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Oh, she's so adorable. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. That's the least I can do is listen. Literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I sat in the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone else. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, all right. Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand why Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eyes. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Yeah, I apologize a lot too, so I relate. Yes? What? Is he not in the shower? Sorry, my mom came in. I do? I really don't mean to. Sorry? I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Oh, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, she's really pretty, bruh. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I want to turn it down a little. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. That is more than a few pages. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's best I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. Oh, she's smiling. She's so freaking cute. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page for me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Oh, JJ!
What?
He's reading with the girl, and the girl is pretty.
I know that thing. It's a game where you make love and drama and stuff.
That is not true at all, but okay.
You make love?
No, you don't.
What do?
You fall in love. Okay. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This may be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But, Ciel, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spread from finishing her thought. I think it said spared, but I can't read. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. I've actually written many poems before, and they're really fun to write, in my opinion. But I like to write and read, so. Well, I'm actually going to college to be a writer, so that's going to be fun. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sat. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should? Oh, okay. This is new. Well, I impressed Yuri, so let's do Yuri. Yuri seems more experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion. As Yuri reads the poems, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her. That's not covering her face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphor indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? How? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing it, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiled dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh! Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glows, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Ooh. Yuri's really good at writing. I'm sorry, I have such terrible hand. Wait, girl, you write in cursive. You do not have terrible handwriting. Bruh. Nuh-uh. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read it. Well, I don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ciel. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, dummy. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, Kale Halme. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that Poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it in that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Huh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Seal.
Me too. Yeah, because apparently you can't impress Monica, so I'll take Yuri. You know, Monica is really pretty. We'll do Monica. Speaking of her.
Hi, Seal.
Having a good time so far? Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Seal. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Seal. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's a good way. Keep your expectations low, so then when you actually really try, that's when you can impress them. Fun fact, do that. It'll help you. That way, it always counts when I put some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Yuri, he likes writing simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it and just by the feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else may be a little biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. What do you want? Want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Oh, hers are really pretty. Her writing is really pretty too. Handwriting.
Hole in the wall. Or hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind. Like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Ooh. So what do you think? It's very freeform. If that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany
yesterday. I can't read. What the heck?
It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's rating tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to put it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That's a good way to put it. We'll do Sayori.
This is a good poem, CL. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. Well, that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write once at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Zio. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people.
I need to take a drink. There is so much talking in this. Oh, sorry, guys.
That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? And that will be my own way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see. Wait, we'll see about that. I can't read.
Dear Sunshine,
the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you've missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. You could have kept going. That was a really good poem. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can answer just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be so mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'm looking forward to it. Alright, last but not least, Natsuki. I'm actually not a fan of Natsuki. I think I'm not a fan of tsunderes, to be honest, because I think they're really annoying when they're like,
it's not like I like you or anything. Ciel,
what the heck?
Ciel, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You stupid.
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. I'll start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about.
Oh, fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can speak. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. You're not wrong.
Yeah, told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be totally disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I guess. But the other thing, the nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's how I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiled sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Do you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come off as nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone I would have asked someone who actually liked it. I cannot read. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Ciel did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Ciel liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Oh, you're just... The music. I like it. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that CL appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew as soon as CL started showing up. Whoa! Natsuki. Natsuki, maybe that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they'd noticed I was standing there. Yeah, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. That's the point in making your poems all... What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Why can't I read? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ciel. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and impressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Ciel? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but wherever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, it's gotta be... I'm going with Yuri. What? You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, there's still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. When did I become like this therapy someone? I'm back. Hey, what up, Dreamly Simp? That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your face right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem in her hand, throws it in the trash. Natsuki? She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands as she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, Yale. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, What did Natsuki say? Well, never mind. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for me, more than one person, okay? Yeah. Aw, I still don't understand why I can't press Monica. Wait, there's a hair right there. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Ciel, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. If any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ciel, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I've spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. There is so much talking in this. I forgot that it was a dating sim or whatever. I don't know. Sayori, what about what happened earlier? What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them play like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Ciel, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Shuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Awesome. Am I writing another poem? Yes, I am. Aura? Yes, I want Yuri again. Horror. She likes horror. Destiny, romance, anxiety, clouds. universe. Secretive. I know she likes that one. Vibrant memories, time, jump. She likes graveyard, right? Yeah, she likes graveyard. Melody, disarray. Prayer, invaluable. I think she liked that one. Yep. Intellectual. After image, I think that said. Judgment, uncanny, music, poof, pure, nipple, daydream, disowned, variance, misery. Oh, that was Sayori. Whoops. Crimson. Atone. Incongruent. That is a word. Inferno. Email, I guess. I don't know. Philosophy. Disaster. Contamination. I don't know. I couldn't read that. Entropy. And to go. Alright. That's my poem. I don't understand how you make a poem with just 20 words. Other day passes and it's time for the meeting. I've gotten a little more I'm gonna skip these. Hi, Ciel. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a mood. Good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open, then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 long ones fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all the money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Dang. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, tell CL to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. Frankly, after putting in mischievous little stuff like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. And there's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But boy, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, someone smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles out to the desk. But, yeah! Oh, what was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly cups her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sierra gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps around her. Oh, jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her face. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. I'm back. Hello, Jody. Ola, sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh, where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Eee! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ciel. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave Sayori's mischief behavior out. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori showed somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappears into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's. I actually have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Oh my goodness. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you going? Where are you two off to? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay, sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your business for once. Or do you want me to tell you? Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Ciel in club activities? Whoa, my mouth gapes. I suppose there's something wrong with it. Then let's go, Ciel. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Geez, that was kind of out of character from her. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Seal, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No, wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Well, Yuri lifts her head. Ciel, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Ciel, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine with me. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Fahrenheit or Celsius? Probably Fahrenheit. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Ooh. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Seal. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Seal, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's just a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why you should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Yeah, it's definitely not because... No, not trying to be rude, but she does have big boobs, and I know, big boobs usually, make her back really hurt, so... I have some chocolate as well. Just skipping the kind of start. So we each holding one half the book, except this time our bodies are even closer together. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs, fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Thanks. That's okay. I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the page. Right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Ooh, pretty girl, pretty girl, pretty girl. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. Oh, that means I can't stop here. Oh, she has a little chocolate in her mouth. It's so cute. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips around it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Ciel? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Oh, oh. Just like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Oh, Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems.
Oh, why'd you stop it, you butt, Monica?
Ciel, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. I need a drink. Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Ciel, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Hold on. That's good. Maybe that's why. You did a really good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know. It's fine.
Oh, it's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thought. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patient stare.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It's probably sounding really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. You and your close friends? Yuri didn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Raccoon. Oh, is this good? Oh, excuse me. It happened at the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of the raccoon outside my windows. That was, I believe, the first time I've noticed my strange tendencies as unordinary. Sorry, there's like something on my thing. What's I? Unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon indicates its phase, and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. On purpose, I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. I could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. I wish a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again.
I was a little more digging with this one more than yesterday.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what the poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way for me it feels to indulge in my unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Ciel?
Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Seal. That's exaggerating, but it's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're the thing. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. I'm gonna actually save game. Hold on. Okay. Can I please? Okay. I don't know why I have to do it on a new one. That's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna settings. Oops. Any setting changes, are you sure you want to? Yes. Whoa, what? What's happening? Log in? Whoa, wait. Whoa! Side stories, pictures. Metaverse. Let's say Ori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica, the girls, Dear Sunshine, You Can Fly. Oh, that's our poems. My girl. Whoa. Aw! It's a little Halloween thing. That's really cute. Oh, whoa, okay. Music. Whoa. Mail? I don't have any mail. Oh, and there's like side stories? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I did not expect that. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here because it is getting late for me. So I'm gonna end it here. Don't mind all my different games. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining. I had a lot of fun, even though I was talking a heck of a lot. But then again, this is like a dating simulator, whatever. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will probably not live stream tomorrow. I don't know when my next live stream will be. But if I do Doki Literature Club, just know that I will be live streaming it, just so you guys can see my progress. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out my Patreon, check out all that good stuff. You know the drill. Have a good day, night, wherever you live. It don't matter. Just have a good whatever. All right, bye guys.